here's what realistically happens, right? You get out of school with your eyes huge, right? Your eyes are big. You're thinking, I'm gonna go out and be a star architect, right? I'm gonna be the next Frank Lloyd Wright. Like, I'm gonna go into this field and crush it. And then someone puts you into Revit in a cubicle or at home, and you're literally working on door schedules all day. And then you realize, like, and then at some point you sort of put your head up and you go, is this what I want to do all my life? So you decide to do one of two things. You decide to climb the ladder, which is very possible because people are going to need people who manage the people who do door schedules, or to manage the people who manage the people who do the door schedules, or and then to talk to the client. Um, and so it is very possible to do that, but you just kind of weigh the cost. You say, do I want to do that or not? And then guess what? You got to start making money, right? You start getting a
If you want
family,
a family, yeah, sure.
start, you start having some fun and trying to, you got to start making money. And you're looking at all your other colleagues that studied finance and, they studied business or whatever they studied, and they're getting these jobs on Wall Street and stuff like this. And you're like, okay, they're making money. What am I doing? And so that dilemma starts, and then you start thinking about money. And of course, in any profession, there is a profitability aspect to it. Like you have to, you got to earn, right? And so I think the ego and the power, as you start to ascend, if you do ascend, is headed more towards that, right? Is like being, because again, the only way to earn, there's several ways to earn money, of course, in architecture, but the barrier to entry for them. And I mean to earn some serious money, like anything over $100,000 or anything remotely close to $100,000. There's a few ways, like own your own firm, right? Do a lot of really sketchy work, like jails and stuff like that. You'll make money, you know, or be a very well-known architect with a lot of connections,
Which
right?
also takes a lot of time, I would
Takes a
say
lot.
there, especially in architecture world. I mean, you might work on just one project in a few years or something. Like it's, and then how are you going to convince the next client and whatnot? So that can take time.
You might be 60 before you get there. Literally, it's like just
Yeah,
being laying.
sure.
And so it becomes about earning, and then it becomes about either being the hero on the job, which again, none of those things have anything to do with like people-centric design.
Right.
And I think the field is actually just designed for that, sadly. I don't think it's people's
Right.
fault.